Awesome.
And I am a go.
This episode of the Derium Binge brought to you by Oh God, we nearly died. That was funny. Shut up.
It was.
Then laugh, damn it. No, it's fine.
Alright. In that case, we can go ahead and follow Cassie to Torag's house. As you can go ahead and walk back down all the way to the bottom of the town and the base of the mine and head in to Torag's home. You can follow the path that you've gone once before now, as Korn is not available to guide you. And you can find Torag back in his study.
I will knock on the door.
And the door is open.
Oh, I will walk on in. And shut the door behind me.
Welcome. Welcome back.
We got him.
Seemed like something quite large down there. You know, we're, 400 feet out of the town? Most people aren't willing to leave their homes. Colin is probably honestly on his way back. Your legs are longer.
Things didn't quite go as planned. He heard
Is a slippery bastard.
He heard us entering the building, decided to leave the girl alone and flee the building, turned into mist, escaped through the windows, I imagine. We found him, a little ways over the hill, and we killed him, but not before he was able to call for help.
I figured he wasn't as strong as, well, at that level of battle. What were those darned purple things anyway?
Delilah.
She's here.
No, Silas was here. Apparently she can cast spells through him.
I've never heard of such magic, but I don't know about much magic myself.
I don't think Cassie knows that Caspian and Emerus can do that.
Nope.
I think. Okay, she just thinks that Caspian has access to new spells now. Which, to be fair, very Tyrus. Very Sienna, too. I haven't heard of anything like that either, and that scares me. But we chased him off, and we killed half of his Dread Knights.
Alright. Very good, and also mighty impressive. Those creatures are something else. Something else indeed. They wear armor of magic and are armed the same. Terrify anyone younger than myself just by looking at the blackness they have for their face.
Well,
Flying steeds too. Did you say that?
they can fly too.
Hey!
Ah, good lord. They can teleport, apparently.
Hey!
Well, half of them are dead now, so that's dealt with. Sorn will be back soon with the girl.
Alright, I can take her to the Ferdinand if you want, or you can. Though, after that display, I'm not sure how... on the one hand, they'd be mighty grateful and mighty impressed, but people are spooked. Perhaps the fewer people you involve yourselves with, the better. Me and Korn can... we've got a reputation for being a bit defiant and can get away with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if... Wouldn't be surprised if they send someone a questioning. Although... Do you have any history with Deok? I heard he was on since the beginning.
He's always been a lecherous bastard.
Aye, well, then I can tell the next damned emissary who comes by that, nah, you just wandered into town. I heard the name, decided to kill him. Man had enough enemies that would probably fly. At least, enough to keep me alive, to keep the mine going. Might have to have Korn leave, though. Depends on how vindictive the man they send is.
Do everything in your power to keep yourself and your people safe. This was more of a mess than I meant to cause, and I am very sorry for that.
Well, it's alright. It's alright. Should have seen something like this coming. How'd he manage to summon Silas anyway? He's got no magic.
Through the will of his god, I think.
I can do such things. I heard of priests doing that, but he didn't seem a overly religious fellow to me.
He had a couple of shrines in his house. One to Neril, one to Hexor. I think he prayed to Neril. And I suspect that he's been making offerings.
Iris and Varia?
I think so.
Both of them went missing about a year ago. Close together. Almost got his house burned down. That's when they stopped. No one else vanished, but tithes, calling up the girls started happening a few months after.
Hopefully their souls are at rest now.
Well, there was something I was making sure of that you were actually gonna do what you said and capable of winning this thing before I told you. Wonder if you picked up on it. No? Alright, well, I guess I'll just stop and tell you then. So, Remember how you mentioned that you didn't want humans in the tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
Well, part of the reason that I've been able to smuggle as much ore as I have is I have 100, well, able-bodied workers. You happen to hear of a group of Derium knights that just went missing?
So that's where they ended up.
Hey, most of the tunnels are visible above ground, but enough aren't. There are more paths, and there are old areas of the mine that have been sealed up. They trade, they trade part of the ore we sent up for their food. Still in good fighting shape. Been moving ore for the past, ooh, quite a while now.
Far too long.
Hey, no gear. Had to leave that behind. But if we had more time, I'd offer to
Yeah,
make you some. But
yeah, I think we can come across. Oh, good lord. Is is Discord
Rhythm's
cutting out for
losing
anyone
its
else?
mind.
Okay, it's rhythm.
Rhythm died, and Fredboat is dying. Alright, it's holding steady for now, but if it acts up again, I'll just disconnect Fredboat and we'll have to go without music.
Do they have horses? I assume not.
No.
Horses and gear. Okay. I think I can do something about that.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they move in an occupation for us. But they won't want to disrupt the mines too much, or for too long.
And
And
they won't be expecting 500 men to come from the mines.
no, not from the mines. Oh, while you were in this house, did you see a large onyx?
Yes, actually, now that you mention it.
It's what lets him control the skeletons that are here. There's one or maybe 200. You might be able to use it. I don't know how it works. You might be able to break them all if you break the gem. Actually, that might turn them all rabid. I don't think we'd be able to handle that. But,
I know of a few people who are quite good with magic items. I think we'll be able to figure something out.
perfect. Hey, leave it up to you what you can do with it. But, might be, useful. There. Well, thank you for dealing with Deok, but, boy.
I'll make this right. All of it.
Rion get out alright.
I'm gonna need you to say that again, my friend.
Rion. R-H-A-I-N.
Let me find out. Smash cut to the other group.
Alrighty.
What?
He was asking about the girl,
Ah.
and I don't have that information, so we're gonna cut to the other group.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Who all is in this group?
I think it's just Sword and Valence.
I suppose that Sorn and Valence can go ahead and find. Can go ahead and find the manor again. Trying to find decent music for this. Ah. No. Ah. This will do. Sorn and Valence can go ahead and return to Dioch's manor.
Alright.
You all left somewhat quickly.
We also left someone unconscious.
You
Yes.
did. So you will go ahead and head back through the open door to the manor to find the girl in her slip, I believe you called it, Lena?
Yes.
In her slip on the floor.
Still asleep?
Still asleep.
Sorn is going to wander to the bedroom and retrieve the dress, and then come back.
Valence is not going to be inside for this because he is scary. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go get the dress, come back. And then I think he's going to lay it across her before he wakes her up. Just like, hey, you're technically in your underwear. I'm trying to preserve your modesty for you a little bit.
What?
Are you alright?
What are you? No, wait, he looks like an elf. Not a
He's an
dragon.
elf.
That's less distressing. Maybe. Where am I?
You're in Deok's house.
What? Oh, why am I in? I. I
That I
remember.
don't know.
I remember trying the door and it was locked, and then I tried the other door and it was locked, and then I opened this one and then. But I don't remember anything before that. Well, I remember things, just not coming up here.
What's the last thing you remember before finding yourself here?
You're coming to our house? Asking me to
That
come
sounds
with him?
like that sounds like he used to dominate. I suspect he magicked you.
No.
You'll be fine.
Oh. No,
He's
I
dead
remember
now.
not wanting to go, but needing to go with him because we couldn't say no, but then I don't remember anything else. Is that how? Well, wait, what did you say? He's dead.
He's dead.
Well, that's good. I was afraid I'd end up like Iris.
Are you able to stand?
I think so. She will stand up holding the dress with her, but now that she's no longer got adrenaline, she just almost immediately stumbles to the side and drops the dress.
You've been through a lot.
No, I don't... Have I? Have I been? I just felt really lightheaded. If you look at her, she's incredibly pale. Like,
Look for bite marks.
Does your neck hurt?
some, I think.
Show me.
She'll
Where?
show him her neck, but there's nothing on there. No, it doesn't hurt. I remember it hurting. Maybe.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but vampirism is not, caused just by a bite, correct?
No, the target must be killed for them to be raised as a vampire.
I suspect that he drained some of your blood. You'll be alright. I have someone, a cleric, with me, or, well, with the rest of the party that could probably make you feel better. I'm assuming that this is negative levels that could be at least as
Negative levels would have killed her.
Negative levels would have killed her. Well, placebo
Con
effect
damage,
is also
probably.
useful.
What time?
Con damage.
Okay.
Bingo bongo. Got it in one.
Valence isn't able to cure ability damage, is he?
Let me double check. What mercies do you have, my good bitch? Good bitch. Enfeebled, the paladin dispels any magical effects they're reducing with the target's ability scores. That's it. There's an upgraded version of that where it's effectively lesser restoration, but he's not a good enough paladin for that.
Mm-hmm. And this isn't a magical effect. This is
Nope,
you don't
it's just
have blood.
damage.
Mm-hmm. You'd need the restoration that requires an EXP and or GP component to fix this. Less restoration.
Yikes.
Won't.
Well, she'll get her blood back over time. That's how blood works.
Yes, it will heal at a rate of 1 per day. It's to replenish a target's blood quickly requires powerful magic because you can't heal the con damage. She's not been weakened. She's lacking blood, and the solution to that is more blood, and that's powerful magic.
Effort. Okay, well, redact the I have a cleric thing.
Yeah, over. Yeah. That's. Sorn has enough Arcana to know, actually. Like, you don't need religion or heal, just Arcana would be enough to tell you that, not a lot of. Lacking blood would require powerful magic. So Sorn would know to redact that. Can you help me walk home?
can. Do you want to take a moment to put your dress back on?
Uh, yes. Could you leave? I'd go into a room,
Do
but I
that.
don't know if I can. If he leaves, she will go ahead and spend a bit to put her dress back on, which is somewhat difficult as she's attempting to not stand because she doesn't want to fall over again.
Mm-hmm.
This woman has a constitution score of 2.
Oh my god.
God.
If Soren comes back, she will lean on him to help her get out of the house, and will direct him once they leave the manor. She'll point at a fairly large house halfway up one of the other hills that the town is built around, pointing at the large manor that the Clogat family have, and direct him to take her there.
He will do so.
Um, it'll take a number of minutes to get to the other house with how poorly she's walking, but eventually you'll arrive at the door and knock on it. No one comes to the door. It takes her managing to muster up enough breath to yell in her recognizable voice for anyone to come to the door. Rian! You're back? What? Who are you? Rihanna, you look horrible. Yes. Looks to
doing.
I see. All right. Come on, sis. Let's get you inside. And he'll walk over to take her other shoulder and sort of take her from Zorn.
Yep, that's perfectly alright.
How'd you get her back? They normally don't come back until the next morning.
Diak is dead.
Was that what all that magic was over the hill? Oh, this is gonna be a mess to deal with, but he was getting more and more bold. Would have asked for Ferdiad's sister next, and I did not. It would have ended in someone's death, probably Uncle Ferdiad. So, I guess I'm glad you got to him quickly. And it looks like she would have managed to take much more. Thanks. I'll make sure she rests.
She should be fine in a few days.
Most of them are. Alright, come on. I'm coming. You're not moving. She says, sassing her brother as the last exchange that you hear before he brings her inside and closes the door.
What he deserves.
Derium girls have, I don't know what, spunk? That's not quite right. You know
Power.
That's kind of the right one.
the ability to snap back.
I guess Sorn is going to go to insert location where the party is rallying here.
Does that make it Valence time?
That makes it
Yes,
Valence
that
time.
makes it Valence time.
Okay. Valence is going to go up to the servants' quarters. I'm going to presume that it is reasonable to assume that this guy has no class levels.
That is correct.
I'm going to knock on his door.
I thought you'd be busy for a while longer. Do you need anything?
Come here.
What? Who are you?
Is it still from the other side of the fucking door?
Yes.
I'm gonna open the door.
He'll knock over. When you can hear the sound of a bucket scraping. As the bucket is moved out of the way.
Does he open the door?
No.
I will open the door.
All right, you open the door. Upon seeing you, he goes, "Ah! What are you, some sort of demon for Diok's misdoing? He's in the other room."
I'm a paladin.
Oh.
Diok is dead.
Oh! You're a paladin here to kill him! Oh, good! Good.
He's very dead.
Good! That's very good. That's very good.
Why are you here?
I work the house?
Why do you work for him? Is this a sort of you didn't want to situation?
No. I do not like the man. Someone had to drew straws.
You drew straws.
But yeah, I got the shortest one.
I'm gonna send some to his straw story.
Something's off about it, but it seems mostly true.
What are you not telling me?
Okay, we didn't literally draw straws, it was a metaphor. I got picked. I don't want to be here. It's a horrible job.
Does that seem truthful enough?
That seems true.
I mean, I don't blame you. The guy was a fucking vampire.
Yeah, I know. He'd bring the
That's-
girls in and then he'd do something. They mostly screamed in pain. I just hoped he didn't bother me while he was busy. There wasn't anything I could do.
Well, the good news is he's dead. So.
That is very good. I won't get thrown across the hallway anymore.
The bad news is they're probably gonna send another emissary.
Oh, great. Well, I'm not being
Probably
deserted
gonna
again.
suck this.
What
Okay,
more?
You did your time.
I'm not staying here.
Yeah. I'd make yourself scarce.
Yeah, I am going to do that. I'm going to steal a few things from here, and then I am going to leave.
Oh, good. I'm also going to be doing some stealing and also some destroying.
You're a paladin. Okay.
Listen.
Is it stealing
not
if they're
stealing-
evil?
It's not A, it's not stealing if they're evil. B, it's for a good cause.
You know what?
Like,
if
I
a
don't
paladin
want
says
this
it's okay
information-
and I want to do it anyway, that's okay by
Listen,
me.
if it's information that's bad and falls into enemy's hands, I'm gonna take it, and if it's shit you feel you deserve but isn't actually useful to me in any way,
It's
fucking
just some
go for
valuable
it.
stuff. All of the I ain't touching any of that weird magic crap.
yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Don't touch any paper, don't touch any magic crap, go wild, dude.
Careful about the back room. I think he killed a couple people in there.
Yeah, I noticed.
How'd you notice?
Oh, you didn't notice when we unlocked this door earlier and peeked it. Well, I don't know if your door was locked. We unlocked like every door in the place and peeked it and everything.
Oh,
Like half an hour ago.
well, I was, just trying to ignore it. I was kind of surprised I hadn't heard any screaming yet. Made me think something worse was happening.
Nah, you're good.
Okay,
Alright, bye, dude.
goodbye.
I'm going to go into the room with the table.
Okay,
And
there are lots of rooms with tables.
the original room with the big table and all the paintings.
Ah,
The
yes,
dining
okay.
hall.
The
Are
dining.
any of those magic?
The paintings?
Yeah.
No.
Cool. And what are they of again?
There's one of Silas, there's one of Delilah, there's one of just a pretty... a good landscape of Clockbon. It's just
Oh, that one
Kind-
can stay.
kind of evilly, slightly evilly Clockbon. But,
Yeah, that can stay.
smaller one of
I'm-
him.
I'm gonna slash up the portraits with my sword.
All right.
Because I think that they're evil and should not be depicted.
You gain bonus concordance with Mitra, negative concordance with Shalyn.
Fucking sounds like, oh, you should never destroy our... Shut up. I appreciate the sentiment, but shut up. I can vibe with Mitra, you know? I can vibe with Mitra.
Side,
Alright.
side, kill, side.
Okay. And
That's
I
the
want to go into
Mitra
the
vibes.
room... It was either the office or the study, because we're not on the map anymore, so I can't see my notes. That had the,
I can unarchive the page and bring us back there.
I would appreciate that. That would help me, because I want to go through some of his stuff. And as a rogue, I am supremely good at that. I'm good at snooping, and who the actual fuck is going to stop me? I told that guy I was gonna, and he was like, yep, you're a paladin, you do what you want, man. The paladin said I could steal. God. Anyone who knows Valence is gonna hear this guy like, yeah, Paladin came in, he told me I could steal, and I was like, Valence! It's like, what? It was from an evil guy! And who was dead. It's not stealing, he's dead. No one loved him.
That was true.
Right.
Literally no one did.
Literally no one. Okay,
That's
I want to
why
go into...
He probably wouldn't have been so luxurious if someone did. He would have still been luxurious, but probably a bit less at least.
I'm going to go into the office, and I'm going
Okay.
to find his map of the tunnels,
Okay, it's on the wall.
and I'm going to steal it.
Yoink!
We're going to put that in the body bag of holding, because I
Along
don't
with
want the
his
Cedar
body?
Woods to have that, but that could be useful to us.
Yoink!
Then I'm just going to search around his office to see if there's anything else useful in here.
This office has
Yeah.
pretty much a whole bunch of books about understanding how dwarves mine. And the mines, and how to map mines, and how to, like, cave-ins, and... This appears to be the office of getting the dwarves out of this town.
How many of these books can I fit in my bag?
Which bag of holding do you have?
The body bag of holding.
It's a type 1.
Type 1.
Not a ton, but it's bucks, so Emrys can give you hers.
I think
Or
he'll just...
Cassie can shove the portable hole into your belt.
I was thinking of just telepathically telling Cassie, hey, tell Torag these books are here, so he can send people up to deal with them if he wants. I don't know.
Tora could say that you have more use for the books than he does. He
Okay,
already
fair
knows
enough. I'll
all
take-
the stuff, and they're probably not of a ton of use to the dwarves, and not a lot of people in this town are literate, so...
Yeah, I just mean for, like, safekeeping so that other people have them, but yeah, fair enough. Fuck it, whatever. I'll have another bag of holding or a portable hole or something and shove them in that. I want to steal those.
Book tumbling noises.
Maybe they're useful, but mostly I don't want his replacement to have them. I want his replacement to have to do everything from the ground up, so he has no time to do anything.
Wonderful. Book
I am making
tumbling
this
noises.
as annoying as possible.
Book tumbling noises. There are... one moment.
Write these down, Cassie.
Oh god.
Please do.
Map of tunnels and books.
Okay,
Mining books.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
Loot and storage devices. I'm just gonna put this under the body bag. Alright, the body bag of holding. Deoch. I don't know how to spell his name.
Deoch.
Cool.
Cool
Deoch.
name for such a bastard. Like, it's a very evil name. Like, I feel like anything that ends in, like, Eoch is an evil name.
Yeah.
It's why I named Talviok like that.
I was about to say. 6 Dread Knights. Okay. Tell me about the books.
After book tumbling noises and Valence's amazing counting skills, you can come up with 106 mining books
Nice.
that tumble off of the various bookshelves. Books or scrolls or other articles of writing and value. No, not magic ones. Sorry, Cassie. They are worth an average of 2 GP each.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, I know somewhere that likes books.
Is it Tiras?
It's Tyrus.
Tiras pays money for books.
it's really the only place where you can, like, consistently sell books. Because everyone can read.
Duazzle would actually also pay pretty well for them. A lot of people can read, and books sell for more in Duazzle because they are less common.
Ooh. Might pop over to Duazzle, fuck around, sell some books. I love causing problems on purpose. C7, Valence can use his causing problems on purpose for a good cause.
What? Books?
Fucking up the Cedar Woods and their emissaries.
Ah, yes, good.
Is it that big of a deal? No. Is it really funny? Yes. Anything else in this office really notable?
No. There were a lot of... no. There were 106 valuable things. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Book tumbling noises.
What's in the study?
The study has a whole bunch of miscellaneous books about a bunch of different stuff. Vampirism, combat, doctrines of the gods he followed, how to conduct human sacrifice.
While I'm stealing books, I'll steal all of his books. Why not?
Okay. Roll 5d% for me.
I love, like, all at once or separately?
However you'd like, but they all total into the same thing.
Okay, so if it's a total, I'll roll them all together. Rolling the dice. 318.
Oh, damn.
That was way above average.
318 miscellaneous and moderately evil books.
Nice. Those I think we will sell in Tyrus.
How much are those worth? Average of 2 still?
Let's find out. Average of 4, actually.
Ooh.
A lot of these are kinda esoteric. Because they're kinda evil.
We fund our campaign on stolen books. I'm noticing, actually, Valence steals a lot of books. Like,
kind of
or
does.
at least acquires many books. Think about all the books we grabbed while in Derium. Like, not Derium, Denarius. Although those weren't stealing, those were rescuing. Those were Taliesin books we were rescuing. And if we ever find followers of deified Taliesin, we're gonna be like, boy, do we have books for you.
Valence
felt right in
yoinks a
rescuing
lot of
these.
books.
He yoinks books. That's a good term for it. Alright, I'm going to check the, quote, another office, unquote, that I just peeked in and saw it was another office and did not look in any further because I fucked up at the door.
That one is his... I'm an emissary office.
Ooh, any fun deets?
Running the town. Deets on the garrison here. Roll a D% for me.
$54.
Fun finances. Fun finances of the town. There are apparently 2 units of skeletons. 200 of them.
That's
good to
good
know.
information.
That are stationed here. Because he lacks...
200 skeletons.
Because he didn't have any magic and commanded them using a gem.
Bet gem in the back room.
Most likely.
Wonder what we're gonna do with that.
I have no idea.
I imagine that touching it would do bad things to me, but we'll get to that.
No. The artifact has bad vibes because it's a controlling... It's controlling skeletons evilly through... Controlling evil skeletons evilly through evil. Gem. So,
But, like,
I mean...
picking it up wouldn't do bad things to me?
Not unless it, like, created positive, negative sparks with your aura of holy Taliesiness. You might not be able to use it, though, given that you're a goody...
No, I don't want to use it.
Given that you have, like, this overwhelming aura of goody two-shoesness, and that requires some level of evil to function.
I don't want to use it.
Yeah, you can
I'm just
pick it up
thinking-
just fine.
because I want to yoink it, because I don't want them to have it.
Mm.
If they want a controlling skeletons crystal, they're gonna have to make or order a new one.
Or Delilah
Because-
can just handle it.
Yeah, but like, but that's inconvenient for them. You see,
Yeah, that's valid.
it's just what he's doing is he's just adding a little bit of friction into the machine here and there, just making things ever so slightly more annoying. It's
Wonderful.
not that big of a deal, but if you do that a lot of times, it will slow people down by maybe a day or two.
Yes, you also might be able to use this gem somehow to either yoink or blow up the skeletons.
Exactly.
If we're able to take control of the skeletons, either through Amorous or some shenanigans, we can just have the skeletons attack each other.
Or if you can get them somewhere somehow, you could sell them to people.
Tyrus!
Emrys would suggest against using them against Delilah, because they're Delilah's skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That'd be so fucking funny. Hey, Tyrus, do you want 200, like, skeletons?
Alright, 25 apiece.
Alright, I'm gonna yoink the gem of skeleton stealing, and we can try to steal the skeletons later. Because I think that would be Valence's second best heist yet.
Mm-hmm.
I love how well he's doing on this one, considering the fact that he's pretty much the only person in the house except for a servant who is also stealing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's so much easier when you kill the people you're stealing from first.
I have good news also about that Office of Tax.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me 2d%.
Ooh. $93.
There are 93 taxi papery thingies that go over Valence's head, but are probably worth money to someone.
I take them.
They're worth, on average, 1 GP each, because a lot of them are kind of specific and not super useful.
At the very least, that's also annoying to take. This guy's replacement coming in. Fuck, who bothered to take the fucking tax records? Valence sipping on a straw he borrowed from Elbrus. I'm convinced, by the way, that Cassie has a straw. It's how she does all those great sip noises. Like, I'm convinced she has a straw.
How much does a straw cost? I'm dipping into my brilliant planner funds.
I think Elbrus was selling them for like 5 GP because they're made out of star glass.
Done.
Brilliant
Good
planner
trade.
straw. Alright, I imagine that's all the goodies in that office.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I don't know what's in this room next to it. We didn't get a chance to look. What is it?
Ah, that's a privy.
Okay, we'll not be investigating that.
I'm guessing that you're talking about the one in the corner, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a privy.
And then there's 2 rooms on the side we didn't get to see either.
What is the lower one?
That's a living room. It's got a couch, got some chairs, got a fireplace.
Nice.
Anything fun in it?
Nah.
No portraits, no paintings?
Mm. No, not really. Just a big window.
Alright, what's in the bigger room?
That's another bedroom.
Oh.
Pretty much
Yeah.
identical to the previous one. Looks unoccupied.
Anything lootable?
Yeah. The bed's worth something.
I will not be
God.
stealing the bed.
Hmm. That feels like hassle.
Alright, I'm going to poke my head into the kitchen. I doubt there's anything useful in there.
Pots, pans, pots and more pans. Knives. Nah.
Are there any nice looking knives, or are they all boring?
They're all kitchen knives, so none of them are good for combat.
I'm not saying that. I'm asking if any of them look nice.
Uh,
Some people have fancy kitchen knives.
No, because Diop didn't cook himself.
Damn.
You were
Most
hoping to give
people
one to
don't
Cassie.
cook themselves.
You were
I'm very
hoping to
funny.
give Cassie one, weren't you?
Mind your own business. I'll check his bedroom and be mindful of any toxic goop.
Toxic goop?
I'm joking that it's like some kind of horrible environment.
Radioactive wasteland.
Nah, not really. Knife. Like, dagger in the dresser.
Is it
Is
fun
it
in any way?
nice?
I'm just a dagger. I mean, combat dagger, so 1 GP, but...
I'm going to take it, and I'm going to stab it ominously into the middle of the bed.
Mm.
So
The
it
bed
looks like a threat.
The bed is stabbed ominously.
I'm pleased with my work when I leave. Well, with that room.
Fair enough.
Okay, the shrines.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to fuck with those, because I feel like that's a great way to piss those gods off.
Mm-hmm.
In my paladin knowledge, is there anything I should be doing?
You could probably destroy the sacrifice table without them noticing. A lot of more gung-ho paladins are like, yeah, break the shrines. If he wants to get mad at me, he can take it up with insert that paladin's god here. You know a lot of paladin-y ways to utterly break and wreck those shrines, and know that it's probably a good thing to do so, but it's also a great way to piss that god off, so...
I will... You know, if I see any Mitra paladins while I'm dealing with the crusade, I will let them know about this room. Because that sounds like something a Mitra paladin would do with absolutely no hesitation.
Oh, absolutely.
And also, I feel like a follower of a sun god is going to be a little more protected than me, because Talon's like, you dug your own grave, pal. I like you and all, but you did give yourself a -20 to that check, so... Sip.
Yeah...
I see the sip runs in the family.
Yeah. Yeah, I will... I'll break the sacrifice table, because it's not like, this is a sacrifice table to these gods, and it's magically very vital to them. It's like, it's a sacrifice table.
This is a sacrifice... Well, no, it has divine aura, it's just not connected to either of them enough that they notice it getting broken.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it.
It is a profane artifact, most certainly, but not dedicated specifically to either of them enough. Congrats, you get paladin points for breaking profane artifact.
Yay. And no negative points from other gods for breaking their shrines.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Alright, in the bad vibes room, I steal the gem.
Yoink!
Then you said
It
there were
feels
ledgers,
itchy.
reports. Yeah. You also said there were ledgers, reports, papers in here.
Yes! Loyalty
Ooh.
records.
Loyalty records.
He's got a file on every single person in the town and how much of a problem they're likely to be.
Ugh. What a bastard.
I steal them.
Yoink!
You gotta do that from scratch, replacement boy. Get fucked. Anything else useful?
Maybe. Make a search check.
Ooh, I like search checks. I'm pretty good at them. This is just perception, but I swap out my intelligence, I believe, because we don't have it. It's a separate skill.
Okay.
Here we go. 27.
Okay. Are you reading the stuff, or are you just looking to see what the stuff is?
I'm kind of reading things. I'm not reading everything, like, from beginning to end, but I'm reading the first bits of things, and I'm skimming them. Because I'm not, like, wasting time, but I'm also not in a rush at this point.
You'll find a report that mentions the border troops.
Border troops?
Yeah, it's just a passing mention, like, oh yeah, No, this guy isn't coming to help you. We've reassigned him to the border troops. Blah 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 blah.
I will inform Cassandra.
Border troops.
That's what it says.
Do they have border patrols? Shit. Dungeon Master, do I know anything about them having border patrols?
Not patrols. They didn't fill you in much on the army. You know that there are hobgoblins to the north. Maybe that's what they're talking about? It'd be a lot closer to here than anywhere else. The only other place that they might have troops is a defensive
Culane.
screening force near Culane, yeah. Soren didn't see anything when he went in. Also, not in the town, but Culane isn't the border.
Good to know. Is there a name attached to that? Is there a name of this person who was sent over there? Is it an important NPC?
Not a name
A
either of you
Matt-Bill?
recognize.
Okay.
No, there are other references to Orlad, but
Great.
not those. Go ahead and roll me D%.
Okay. $38. It sat on the 9 for a second. Disappointment.
Mm-hmm. No. Not much else really of note here. Some stuff about Clockban.
Ooh.
Mostly just letters about it and the court, various people in it. There's a passing reference to a shadow golem, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is.
Windfall!
No, shadow golem.
No, I know, but if anyone can make a shadow golem, I feel
I don't know
like
if you would know
Windfall.
anything about golems.
Windfall has pseudo magic, not proper magic.
That's fair. You said shadows, and so I thought of Windfall because of like your whole aesthetic.
Understandable. No. Soren knows esoteric stuff enough for me to say this much. It's probably referring to the plane of shadow in this instance. Not shadows, but the plane of shadow. He's heard about planar golems, but that's it. Some sort of old weird Denarian thing. Or, well, no, they do exist in the Underdark, but in terms of material plane, that's college stuff.
That's very bad.
Well, Delilah might have been able to make... it's not strictly college stuff. It is a thing. They are a thing that exists in multiple places. But the last place that really properly used them, or made any of them, more for research purposes, would have been the Denarian College.
Yeah.
I'll steal some armfuls of this stuff, by the way.
Yeah, valid. Yoinkity yoink.
And
We
then
now have some information about the court.
And then I think that's everything.
Fair enough. Yeah, the magical thing in here is that one skeletal control gem.
Yep.
There is also a sending stone in here.
Yeah. I steal it. I don't know who it's to, but I steal it.
Okay.
And I put it in a bag. Do you not want me to steal it?
No, I just have suspicions about where that goes.
Do you want me to bury it somewhere?
Amorous, is there a way to find out where that goes without activating it? Fascinating. She crinkled at me and then hung up.
What about Emrys?
I was asking if there's a way to identify where that goes without activating it.
Logic and intuition?
You know, that's fair.
My guess is the Cedar Woods.
Ah, yes, Ascending Stone to Delilah. Just what we needed.
I mean, what you could do is when we take the 3 towns, you could just use and just say bitch, and that's it.
Your instincts actually say Silas.
Yeah,
But-
it's probably. Bitch, a strongly worded letter to follow.
Alright. Well, I think that's everything.
I think that is stolen.
Yoink.
I had the most fun slashing the paintings, and the second most fun doing all the stealing.
What about stabbing the bed?
That was third most fun. I'm gonna send Cassie a mental screenshot of the slash paintings.
I've never wanted to kiss you more.
Will you kiss me a second time if I acid arrow one of them?
Yeah,
Which one?
Delilah.
he'll shoot an acid arrow at Delilah's and melt it too.
You accidentally melt a bit of the wall. Oops.
Oh well.
Oh no! The Cedar Woods are gonna have to repair the wall. What a bastard I am. What are the walls
Alright.
made out of?
Wood.
Mm-hmm.
I scraped my claws along the wood on the way out.
That makes a horrible noise. Are you sure you want to continue doing that?
I'll do it a little bit, and then I'm like, never mind, I hate this.
Not like to protect the building, but just, dear God, you're a cat. You have cat
Yeah,
ears.
it's like, no. It's like, I keep going for a couple of seconds because Valence is petting, and he's like, never mind, I can't do this.
Another couple
I'm
seconds
going
later,
to
he
be-
tries again.
I don't think he's that stupid.
I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
be petty. Oh crap, I'm a cat, never mind. The pettiness urge is back.
I mean, that's a very cat thing to do, also. I'll go meet up with the rest of the party.
And I suppose I can finish my discussion with Torag, because now I know the results of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can go ahead and go and grab.
The dwarf music.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Yes, I know that's from The Hobbit.
Yeah,
Same
actually,
producer. Same
no,
universe.
actually, it's a independent music group that just sung one of his poems.
Oh, that's
It's a song
shit.
it's a song written in The Hobbit in the
Mhm.
original text, but
Yeah. I've listened to this one. I forgot it wasn't an official piece. Like
Mhm.
officially
so
produced. It is.
mm-hmm.
She's made it home okay. She's
Hey,
a little weak at the moment.
hey, there you all are. Well, that's good. The rest have mostly recovered. Hey, well, that's good. What you plan to do now?
Well, I suppose we better get those troops moving into position.
Hey,
And some equipment for the cavalry.
that'll be the harder bit, but if you're gonna get it up here.
I have methods. I'd I'd love to tell you what else well, the rest of the plans for making everything happen, but
Aye,
for
no point.
everyone's sake, I think it's better not for the
Aye,
moment.
been through enough conflict myself to know that much. I can handle me town, and you can handle the rest of it.
This will be over soon.
I'd guessed as much. So, you need a dwarf on the council. Hmm. Town council of this town technically exists. On it, those are the Clargans. I'm guessing you'd prefer the droid kids over them, though. More connected.
More connected.
Clogad's got some connections with the dwarves, but those have been driving up. Was a light, what with everything. More the Clogads than the dwarves. The dwarves are fine with the gap, but the Clogads don't last as long.
I
Well,
will definitely take it under consideration.
I will ask for one thing. Temple of Moradin's got all banged up with all of the everything. Given everything I've done through, if you could get it all spruced up once you're in charge.
I can make that happen.
So you're bringing other dwarves into town then? Alright. It's not like he's saying, so you'll need to do that for that, but your readiness to agree to making the Temple of Moradin more prominent than the Temple of Pelor was like, okay, so you've already got things going on with the dwarves. So that's what you promised them for the mercenaries, okay. He's been around the block a couple times. He's pretty good at this.
He can know
Pretty good
that.
at this.
Well, I suppose we should stop talking before I guess anything else, eh?
I suppose so. Thank you,
You be...
Torag.
Hey, who'll be leading the charge here? I'm a bit old for battle myself. You got a dwarven captain? Because, sent an emissary as strong as they are. We might need one of your magic-y, well... One of you lot can handle powerful magicians, at least. Not necessarily the magicians themselves.
I've worked with the men in that army before. I'll be here myself.
Wonderful. Look forward to seeing you again when all this is happening. I think he'll lean across the table, just sort of having to pull himself most of the way out of his chair in order to clap you on the shoulder. I bet I can hide the men in the mine for about a week or so. After they arrive, which you said, what, 5-ish days?
About 5 days, I think.
Alright, I'll send our runner down the tunnels. Give him pick a human. Maybe get a horse sent to him. Catch up with the latest mining shipment, have him pick up your mercenaries on the way there. Well, on their way back, guide them through. Keep them in the mines. We'll wait for you to come back.
Very well. I suppose I should be on my way then.
Aye, before they send someone this way. I'm honestly surprised Delilah hasn't done anything yet. She's normally snippy about this sort of thing.
Well,
snappy. Quick
I
about
think
it.
at the moment she's a bit busy on another plane.
What? Oh, you said you did something like that to our husband. Well, gives us quite the nice window then. Wonderful.
Does. Just enough time for me to make my escape.
Aye, I'd get out of here before she manages to get herself back.
And I think I shall. I will stand up and walk to the door.
And he will rest back in his chair and let you go.
Before I go, I do want to turn back and say, thank you for taking care of the people here.
Hey, good to know you care.
Then I will leave.
Alright. Alrighty. And I suppose the party can rally up, meet up in an area, perhaps around the center of town.
Go the
And
fuck home.
go home.
I think contacting people to get shit ready can wait until tomorrow, both in game and in real life, because it is late,
Very
and I think our
late.
characters deserve a
They deserve a nap.
rest.
Would you guys like the rest of your loot today? Or
Rhythm.
shall we leave it here?
Ah,
What? Oh, Rhythm.
the other bots here, streamer mode people. Fuck off. I love how it came back just in time, just like victory music. You won. You got loot. But yes, I want my loot. Loot.
Alright, then we're going to play the victory music while we get loot.
We go back home and we start pulling out bodies.
Alright! Loot,
I have a
loot,
question. What are we
loot,
gonna do with the
loot,
bodies once we're
loot,
done looting
loot,
them?
Loot. The Dread Knight
Wouldn't it be
corpses...
Wouldn't it be weird of us just to toss them off the temple?
I have good news. The Dread Knight corpses are only partial skeletons. They don't have skulls, for one.
Oh, that's
Cool,
weird.
cool.
I
I
also
do
have
not feel
good,
bad about throwing miscellaneous bones. I'm just gonna be real with you.
I also have good news about the Dread Knights.
Hmm.
Remember something Torag mentioned offhandedly? How they're armed and armored with magic.
But yes,
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing plus
6
3?
plus 1 shields.
Oh.
Hmm?
Damn. No, continue.
Write that down.
6
Fuck
plus
yeah.
1 large steel shields. 6 plus 2. What is the frickin' splint mail?
Nice.
And 6 plus 1 lances.
Nice. Hey, Luke.
Yeah?
You want one of these, or do you want us to sell them and enchant yours?
I mean, this one's broken. Lances don't last very long, so
I hear
No.
how these.
yeah, but it is kind of death nighty. Yeah.
All right. We'll get you a new one, and we'll enchant it. Enchanted shit doesn't break.
Well, wait. Can we give it like a new paint thing? It's magic. I don't know how that works.
Looks at Emrys.
Emrys, you're the weapons crafter here.
Probably. I'm not a good painter myself, but I could probably do it.
Deacon could probably do it.
Deacon.
If you get me the paints, I might be able to do a fabricate.
That's true. I have a funny feeling we're going around selling a lot of things tomorrow, guys.
Most likely.
And hey, if we're selling some things to Tyrus, like the evil books, because I don't think we're gonna sell this to Duazzle, and the other books to Duazzle, we can pop in on Deacons and Duazzle, so we don't have to go back to East Pacino.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. I was trying to avoid us getting trapped in Deacons and spending more money when we need to save up for the mercenaries.
I have a feeling he's going to be in Duazzle still.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure that man can be wherever he wants at any given moment, and that's wherever we are, as long as it's in his store.
I think we should put together a to-do list for
wouldn't be
tomorrow.
surprised if he has teleport circles between them, honestly.
Yeah, that
That
surprised me.
wouldn't shock me.
Um,
Okay.
I will also suggest, as an aside, that tomorrow is Friday, so if we wanted to pick any day of the week to do a Hot Springs episode,
It's tomorrow.
aye. But I like Tan's to-do list idea. I think we should fill that out, then figure out how much stuff is on there, and then figure out if we think we have time for Hot Springs.
Alright, well, let's also get the loot
That-
off of Geoch, maybe.
Oh,
That's my to-do list so far.
Ah, excellent.
Well, Dio is somewhat more depressing.
Aw.
Well, sort of. Dio does have a magic item. A unique magic item, in fact. His ring is
Oh.
magic. If you hand it off to Emrys for a while, this is a ring of minor healing.
Ooh.
It can cast Cure Minor Wounds, the heal 1 HP thing, an infinite number of times, up to 4 times per day on a single target. I think we
That's-
figured out why there weren't any bite wounds.
I think so.
Let me
I
double...
think that is an item for Deacon.
Or an item for a commander.
Or an item for a
That's-
commander, I suppose.
That's true, because 1 HP is a fair bit of healing for, a level 0 character.
And enough to stabilize the down soldier.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Someone who doesn't have healing already.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, we'll put that in the bag and figure that out when it's not late o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Valid.
Oh my god, it's 2 a.m.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's late.
Worth
Well-
it.
Worth it.
I mean, wrap up was all that's all that's left for today.
Mm-hmm.
Dio has on him the Ring of Minor Healing, a Masterwork Dagger, a Masterwork Bastard Sword, and a Masterwork Breastplate. But his gear isn't magic. He's not a very magical person. Well, he wasn't a very magical person. He's very, very dead. Y'all got to kill someone!
We got to
did.
kill someone! We also got to kill some Dread Knights.
You did! Okay, gonna be real, I didn't know how you were going to deal with Silas's unit if you were all seconded to people and not doing your own thing. Well, yep, you
We
did
got
some of it!
Silas's unit now sucks significantly more.
Yep. And because those are sentient undead, they're kinda hard to replace. Grumble, grumble, says Delilah, grumble, grumble. Nah, actually, she doesn't really grumble. Silas didn't die, and that's the only thing she really cares about.
She's valid for that, but nothing else.
What,
Them
caring
loving,
about her
caring
husband?
for each other. Valid. Everything else they've ever done. Not valid.
Summing up their characters in 2 sentences.
I would be glad that you have someone that makes you feel that way, except the fact that you are a whore, and an asshole, and a bitch. You are a great many things.
A great many
And the nicest
horrible...
thing I called you is whore, because there are very many nice whores.
Yes! Yeah, I've never really run a setting where people would bump into those, or have people who were also those.
I need to see the Heartlands map, if you wouldn't mind moving us back to the Derium.
Ah, yes, I intended to do that. Do y'all want to figure out how to deal with the skeletons now, or... Tomorrow.
The skeleton crystal thing?
Yes.
Not now.
Fair enough.
I'll put that on the to-do list.
Also put on the to-do list, figure out, equipment for knights. Equipment for cavalry.
You have 1 free Mila card. You can use that Mila card to get that equipment the way you had originally planned, or you can spend that Mila card on acquiring one other thing. Mila has offered her wondrous and amazing Mila services to do a thing. Ints.
Well,
I do happen to know that there's also a cache of Denarian junk out in the
Denarian
sand.
infantry junk.
Ah.
They can use it, and you'll get a unit of heavy infantry, which you are kind of sorely lacking. But
We
it's
kind of are lacking infantry.
it's
but
Denarian
that's not
infantry
their,
junk, and that's not their specialty.
not their strength.
They're
Yeah.
elite cavalry. If you get them cavalry gear, they're regular otherwise. If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's something we can figure out tomorrow, too. I needed to see the map to remember where it is.
Valid.
It's also a heck of ways out there. We take Starbuck out there to go get it.
You can get Starbuck from the sauce whenever you would like. Equus is done.
Yay!
Yay.
Of course I want Starbuck back as soon as possible, just because I love Starbuck.
Starbuck is a wonderful character, despite not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we're good to go for the night.
I believe so.
Also,
only
go
other-
ahead and put on the to-do list. Talk to the Crusade and tell them about our plan.
Also possibly talk to the Duchess to tell her to leave.
Right.
Although talking to the Crusade and Duchess could be a Saturday thing. Also, the other thing that I need to ask you about, or maybe put on the list, is talk to Anwin about getting the temple moving to start your week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we've got to load up the mercenaries first.
That's a good point. Never mind.
Well, we can figure that out tomorrow.
Indeed. And I think with
However,
that, we can go ahead and shut off the recordings.
I
All
believe
right.
so.
All right. Good night, Derium.
Good night, Derium.